Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma, and here we are doing another yoga class. I've got 2 blocks. You don't need blocks. You're welcome to use them, but they are not completely necessary. You might find them helpful in this class. Let's go ahead and get started in Supta Baddha Konasana with the bottoms of the feet to touch, lying on your back. You can place your hands on your belly, your inner thighs, or anywhere else, maybe even overhead. Grab your elbows. However you feel most comfortable. And then start to feel the points of contact you have here with the mat, your shoulder blades. Can you get them a little bit flatter? Let your tailbone, your glutes, everything feel supported, the outer edges of your feet heavy. Close your eyes, let your heart feel open. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in, hold at the top. Exhale. Hold at the bottom. Deep breath in. Extend the hold at the top. Exhale. Extend the hold at the bottom. Big inhale. Even exhale. Even cycle of breath with a little pause at the top. Little pause at the bottom. Focus on extending, lengthening your inhales and your exhales. Close your knees like a book. Pull them into your chest. Rock gently side to side. Little tuck of your chin, lengthen the back of your neck. Keep your right leg in, extend your left leg long. Flex your left foot. Roll out your right ankle, wiggle your toes. Feel the tailbone scoop forward, the back of the skull back. And then guide your right knee over to the left. Reach your right arm out long. Take an inhale. As you exhale, almost think right hip going forward towards the front of the mat and pulling your left hip back towards you. Almost like you're lengthening the sides of your body. And then unwind onto your back. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4. You can grab your left hamstring, pull the legs in towards you. Hard flex of your right toes. Tailbone on the mat, shoulder blades on the mat. 3, 2. Half happy baby on 1. Take your right hand, grab your right foot, extend your left leg long. If the left leg extended is too much, bend your left knee and put your left foot on the mat. But try to keep your left shoulder blade, your left glute heavy on the floor. And if your left leg is extended, flex your foot, push the ball of your foot forward. Think about the top of the right thigh coming down towards the mat for 3, 2, release grip, cross right leg over left leg. Your legs are long, grab your elbows. Move your upper body a little bit over to the left and then walk your feet a little bit to the left so you're in kind of a banana shape. I like to flex the feet here, get a little bit more stretch through the sides. Try not to let that right shoulder blade lift up off the mat, keep it heavy. Great, uncross your feet, bring your head back through center, pull your left knee into your chest. Roll out your left ankle, wiggle your toes. Keep your right leg strong, foot flexed, inner thigh going down. Take your left knee over to the right, look to the left. Breathe in. As you exhale, feel that left hip almost push forward, like you're lengthening the left side of your body, your right hip pulling back towards you. That's just gonna help you get more twist. Inhale and exhale. Unwind, left ankle over right thigh, figure four, pull. Outer edge of the left foot going forward, left knee going forward. Three. Even breath, two. And one. Half happy baby. Right leg straight or foot flat. Shoulder blades heavy. Tone your belly. Pull your ribs down. Tuck your chin slightly. Feel the back of your skull go back. Breathe. Three. Right leg, foot flexed. Two. One. Extend left leg on top of right leg, ankles crossed. Grab your elbows, move your upper body over to the right, and then you might scoot your feet a little bit more to the right as well. Nice big side stretch. Try to keep your left shoulder blade on the mat so your shoulders are flat. You're really just making kind of like a crescent moon shape with your body, a banana shape. Uncross your feet, bring your head back through center, take a big stretch. Pull your knees into your chest, rock up and down your spine. Let's go 4 or 5 times. And after your last rock, take your feet wide. Maybe use your hands, but try not to grab a standing forward fold. I like the elbows. You could also just let the arms hang heavy or put your hands on blocks. Bend your knees generously. As you inhale, feel your sternum extend. As you exhale, feel more fold. Sway side to side by bending one knee at a time. Switch your grip and draw some figure eights. Release your hands to the mat. Turn your toes out, yogi squat. Option for block. If you need to, you can just go halfway down. Push knees out, make space for the low back to push in. Roll out your neck. And go the other way as well. Put your hands on the mat, keep your right foot as it is, step your left foot back. You're in crooked monkey. Drop your left knee to the mat, take your right hand to your right thigh. Melt your hips a little bit forward. Wiggle your right foot in, half splits, shift your weight back. Option to grab your blocks. Hard flex of your right toes. Feel your right hip crease pull back and down for 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee, hands on the mat. Find 3-leg down dog with the right leg up. Bend your right knee, stack your hips. Start by just rolling out your right ankle. Bend and straighten at the knee joint. And then take 3 big hip circles with your right hip. Square your hips, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Spin your left foot flat and walk your hands 45 degrees to the left. Your upper body's in a down dog shape, your lower body's in a warrior 1 shape. Bump your right hip a little to the left, but keep pushing your right knee out to the right. You should feel external hip rotation through your right hip for 3. Try to get your right rib cage away from your right thigh 2. And 1. Walk it over to the left, wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands back a tad, squeeze your legs, and imagine rolling your weight a little bit forward. Tone your belly. You can always keep a little bend in your knees if things feel tight. Halfway lift. Walk around towards the back of your mat, drop your back knee, and wiggle your left toes out, crooked monkey pose. Left hand on your left thigh, melt your hips a bit forward. Try to plug your right shoulder back so you're not dumping. 3. Push your right toenails down. 2. And 1. Wiggle your left foot in, half splits. Option for the blocks. Left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe evenly. 3. 2. 1, bend your left knee, hands on the mat, 3-leg downward dog with the left leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips, roll out your ankle. Bend and straighten at the left knee joint. And then take 3 big hip circles, left hip. Square your hips. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Spin your right foot flat. Walk your hands 45 degrees to the right, probably off of the mat. Think down dog with the arms. Push into the floor. Hollow out your armpits. Lengthen the sides of your body for 3. 2. 1, walk over to the right, wide leg forward folds. Grab your feet or ankles this time. Squeeze your legs. Pull your shoulders up away from your ears. Last 3. 2. 1, lift up halfway. Walk towards the front of your mat. Step your left foot to meet your right foot. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Make 2 fists and cactus bend your arms. Lean over an imaginary bar behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway, extend. Plant your hands, step back with your right foot, then your left foot, hold plank pose. Shift your weight forward, gaze forward, 5 count, lower to your belly, 4. Tone your belly, squeeze your thighs, 3. 2. 1, onto your belly. Roll your shoulders out a few times. Walk your hands back a tad, push into your feet, and roll up cobra pose. Nice and slow, bring it right back down. Use more your arms and your back. You're not just locking out your arms. So really slow, push into your hands, lift, use your back muscles. Exhale, lower. 1 more, inhale up. Keep your knees where they are. Sink your butt towards your heels like child's pose. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep a little bend in your knees if everything feels a little bit tight. Focus more on the hips, lifting, lengthen your arms. You can always put blocks under your hands. Extend your breath. There's no rush to get to the next breath or the next pose. Lift your heels, look forward, step with your right foot, then your left foot to the front. Lift up halfway. Fold forward. Inhale, rise, reach up. Cactus, bend your arms and curl back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, extend. Hands down, step back, left foot, right foot, knees up or down, chaturanga. Bend your elbows back, tone your belly. Inhale, pin your shoulders back, cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Gaze to feet or gaze to navel. Lift your heels, look forward, step left foot, right foot to the front, halfway lift, fold. Rise, reach, look up, cactus, curl back. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands down, step or jump back, chaturanga with or without the knees. Inhale up, exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in, through the nose, breathe out. Lift your heels, look forward, step or jump, half lift, fold. Rise, reach up, cactus, curl back. Reach up, fold forward. Half lift, hands down, step or jump back, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, try to keep your hips square, flex your foot. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Warrior one, reach your arms up. Pull your belly button back and your rib cage together. Keep that engagement as you cactus bend your arms. So you open your upper chest, keep your lower abdominals like firm, so you're not just dumping and flaring the ribs out. Everything's still pulling back. Bind your hands behind your back, lift your chest. Dive humble warrior. Right knee a little to the right, right hip a little to the left. You can use your right shoulder to assist. Make sure your left leg is really strong. It's not sliding on the mat for 3, 2, 1. Skandasana at the back of the mat. Bend deep into your left knee. Flex your right toes. Maybe use your hands. If this feels easy, lift your hips up a tad. Take the rounding out of your back. Tone your belly. Squeeze your right quadriceps. 3, 2, 1. Pivot around towards the back of your mat. Drop your back knee and reach your arms up. Grab your right wrist and lean to your left. Push your right shin, your right toes through the floor. Center, prayer twist to the left. Push left palm down into right palm, stack your elbows. Tuck your back toes, pop your right knee off the mat. Pull your left hip crease back as you push your left knee out to the left. Pump up your right leg, stay there, or open up your arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down, pyramid pose, shorter stance, option for blocks. Left hip crease, plugs back, right hip going forward. Take some rounding out of your spine, sternum forward, shoulders back. Lengthen the sides of your body. Revolving triangle, right hand mat or block, left arm to the sky. Left hip continues to pull back, push down with your right hand, tailbone back, crown of the head forward, long spine, reach up through your left hand for 3, 2, 1. Look down. Standing L, hands on the mat, right leg lift. Extend your sternum forward, flex your right foot. Push the ball of your left foot through the floor and feel your left thigh bone go back. Left hip going back, the sides of the body are long. Drop your right knee outside of your left ankle and take a seat. If that's too much, extend your right leg, bottom leg straight. Make sure it's your left leg on top. Stretch your right arm to the sky and twist to the left. Get your left sitting bone to be a little bit heavier. Push the ball of your left foot down. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Unwind, take a counter stretch to the right, just a little dip. Push it back up. Your top leg, left leg swings back. You're in pigeon pose, right side facing the back of the mat. Let's take thread the needle with the left arm underneath. Pigeon pose with the left arm threading under. You've got a few options with the right arm. You can use it as a pillow. You could clap your right hand to your left hand, the palms together. Or you could take your right arm into a half wrap. It's totally up to you. You don't need to force the pose into something that feels too intense or unnatural. 3, 2, 1. Unwind. We're taking a twist to the left. Kind of like thread the needle, but now I want you to dig your right elbow into the mat and try to go prayer hands. You could even hook your right elbow outside of your right foot, but I don't want your left leg to be lifting up. Think about the outer edge of your left foot, the top of the left pinky toe pushing down. So you feel your outer left hip roll around, the outer left thigh sinking down for 3. Sternum towards your thumbs. 2. And 1. Unwind, hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes. Find figure 4, down dog. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Walk your hands all the way back to your left foot. We'll meet in a figure 4 pose. Push your butt back. Option 1, right hand on the mat, left arm reach up. You can also use a block. Option 2, take a prayer twist. Hook your right elbow outside of your right foot like you might have done in pigeon pose. Either way, you're twisting to the left, left hip back, turn chest left, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the mat. Slide right leg over left leg. Walk your hands to the right. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. Hand center. Uncross your feet. Grab onto your big toes. Your feet are hip width. Lengthen, extend, fold on the exhale. Little bend or big bend in the knees is great. Crawl your ribs down your thighs. Lift your shoulders away from your ears. Roll some weight towards the big toe for 3. 2. 1. Release, half lift. Fold and walk it out, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Keep your hips square, lift your left leg up. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Warrior 1, reach up. Pull your rib cage together, belly button back, so everything, kind of the ribs down, stays pulling back and firm. Cactus, bend your arms, open your chest. Spread your collarbones. Bind your hands, opposite grip if you remember. And dive, humble warrior. Swing your shoulder, your chest inside, so you can use your left shoulder to push your left knee to the left. Left hip bumping right hip to the right. Make sure your right leg is really grounded, sturdy, squeezing for 3. 2. 1, release bind, skandasana at the front. Deep bend, right knee. If you need to just go down halfway, that works. But you're trying not to round your spine here. So if you have to, lift yourself up, lift your hips up. Longer spine, right heel heavy, left toes flex for 3. 2. And 1, pivot to the front. Drop your back knee, low lunge. Grab your left wrist and lean to your right. Center, prayer twist to the right, hook, wiggle, push right palm down. You're welcome to stay here, or if you've got this, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee up. So the back of the left leg pushing up, right hip pulling back. Imagine your right femur bone could get longer. Stay there or open your arms. Now really push right knee to the right, right hip back, belly in, 3. 2. 1, hands on the mat or blocks, pyramid pose. Think of the legs like a scissor, right hip back, left hip forward, inner thighs like magnets. Take some rounding out of your spine. Lengthen the sides of your body. Revolving triangle, left hand, mat or block. Line your fingers up with your toe tips. Turn chest to the right and then reach right arm up. Continue to pull your right hip crease back. Keep some weight in your left leg. That's your anchor leg, nice and strong. Push down left hand, turn chest, and reach up right hand for 3. 2. 1, right hand down, standing L, hands forward, mat or blocks, both legs straighter, left foot flex, outer hip drop, ball the right foot push down. As you do that, you feel your right thigh bone, right hip go back. The right side of your body is just as long as the left side. You might need to bump your right hip to the left a little bit. Drop your left knee outside of your right ankle and take a seat. If this is too much, extend your bottom leg, your left leg straight. Make sure it's your right leg on top with your knee bent. Left arm up and twist to the right. Ball the right foot push down, right sitting bone sink to the floor. Spread your collarbones, look back over your right shoulder for 3. 2. And 1. Unwind, take your hands off to the left. Little dip down like a push-up, counter stretch. Push it back up. Unwind, right leg going back. You're in pigeon pose on the left side, facing the front of the mat. Let's take the right arm underneath, like thread the needle. Option to use left forearm as a pillow. Option to stack your palms, like you're clapping, straight arms. Or left arm behind the back, half wrap. Try to extend your breath, lengthen the inhales, and really lengthen the exhales. Slowly start to unwind. We're going to twist over to the right. Kind of like thread the needle to start and then go prayer hands. You dig your left elbow into the mat. You could hook it outside of your foot. Push your right palm down into your left palm. So you're twisting at your chest, but really try to push the outer edge of your right foot down. So the top of the right pinky toe, the outer right hip, outer right thigh is trying to go down. So really the twist is coming from the middle. 3, 2, 1. Unwind, hands on the mat. Back toes tuck. Down dog, figure 4. Left ankle over right thigh. Push your left knee, left shin back. Walk hands all the way back, right foot. Figure 4. Your left ankle's crossed over right thigh. You're either going to take right hand, mat or block, reach your left arm up and twist to the right, or try that prayer twist, hooking your left tricep outside of your left foot. Push your right palm into your left palm, prayer twisting, kind of like what we just did in pigeon pose. Either way, sink your butt back, right hip pull back for 3, 2, 1. Hands on the mat, slide your left leg over your right leg and walk your hands over to the left. Walk your hands center, uncross your feet, hip width, slide hands under feet or grab your ankles from the front. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Roll your weight a little bit forward towards your wrists. As you do that, push your thigh bones back, feel your outer hips lift. Squeeze your inner thighs, upper thighs, lower belly for 3. Slide your shoulders up away from your ears, 2. 1, release. Walk yourself out, chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, look forward, step or jump through to a seated position. Spin to your right or left so you've got wide legs, or you could just stay facing forward. Flex your feet. Now, I want you to walk yourself a little bit forward first. Put your right hand kind of by your left knee. Right hand plant inside the left knee. Then I want you to lean over to the right, sweep your left arm overhead. So now your right shoulder is either on or kind of inside of your right thigh. I like the right hand to stay on the mat here, almost pushing down. Try to sink your left sitting bone towards the floor, and even just thinking about it is going to help you do that. Flex your feet. If your left hand can reach your right foot, grab the outside edge for 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up. Plant your left hand kind of inside your right knee. Lean forward and sweep yourself to the left. So the left shoulder is on or inside of the left thigh. I like to keep the left hand on the mat. The right arm is reaching, maybe grabbing the foot from the outside. Flex your feet, get your right sitting bone closer to the floor for 3. Just spiral your chest up. 2. 1, lift yourself back up. Keep your legs wide. Walk your hands all the way forward. Feet stay flexed. You can always use a block or 2 underneath you, maybe under your forehead. Walk your hands all the way back towards you. Swing your left leg to meet your right leg. Lie down onto your back. Arms by your side. Drive your heels through the floor. Scoop your tailbone and lift your hips up. Bridge pose. Keep scooping your tailbone forward. Soften your rib cage down. Imagine your feet pushing through the mat, almost pushing forward. That's going to help assist and push your chest back a bit. Now you're welcome to stay here or place your hands beside your head. If you know upward facing bow, you'll push into your hands. Lift your chest. Push your chest towards the back wall. Relax your neck. Make sure your feet stay pointing forward, whatever pose you're in. Squeeze an imaginary balloon between your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down and pull your knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side. Happy baby pose. Grab your feet or ankles. Pull your tailbone down, tuck your chin. Think every vertebrae and shoulder blades, everything flat on the mat. You're almost trying to get your thighs down towards the floor. Release that grip, wrap your right leg on top of your left leg, and then let your knees fall over to the left. Look off to the right, let your shoulder blades be heavy. Feel your breath start to slow. Bring your knees back through center. Unwind and switch it out. Left leg on top, take your knees right, look left. Maybe the eyelids feel heavy. Bring yourself back, unwind your legs, squeeze knees to chest. Extend your legs, let your toes flop out. Arms by your side. Adjust your body to be 10% more comfortable than you already are. Release your breath control. Release the effort from your muscles. Scan your body for any leftover effort, any doing, holding. Imagine your entire body softening, sinking, and being supported by the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, and then stretch your arms overhead when you feel ready. Pull your knees in and roll to your right or left side as a way to come up to a seated position. Relax your shoulders, but sit up tall. Your body feel straight, aligned, but relaxed. Draw your hands to your heart center. Take a moment of gratitude for the time you spent on your mat today. Your body, your breath, the practice of yoga. Take an inhale. Exhale. Thank you for choosing to practice with me and for sharing your energy. Namaste. Thank you for either returning to my channel or checking it out. If you enjoyed this class, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you liked or disliked in the comments. I read every single comment and I take all of the feedback to just try to make my classes better and better each week. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you back next week. Happy New Year. Enjoy your holiday. I'll see you in 2024.